All right, you guys, I'm a little late to this one, but here we go. DAX. I think it's How to Be a Man.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boyz podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and we're back at it, you guys. I'm about to check out DAX, To Be a Man, not How to Be a Man, To Be a Man. So let's get that corrected from the jump. Now, I'm a little late to the party on this one. I did see when this one started going around, but I had a bunch of different stuff on my plate. Today, I got time, baby, and it was cool because we just did the Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, DAX, Black and White. But before that, I had recorded Abyss, and all that's out on the channel. And I was like, yo, man, I've always been a fan of DAX. If you guys don't know, I'm a promoter in Colorado, and we've actually brought DAX to Colorado Springs twice, maybe 3 times, but twice for sure. So I rock with DAX, man, and I love the messaging he puts out, and it's different. It's a breath of fresh air. So let's just see what's going on, man. This dude works really hard to get his music out there to the next level. So, hey, like, share, and comment on all the content. If you rock with the vibe, subscribe to the channel. Here we go.
40-year-old boys are back in town. 40. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boyz podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. I'm a hip-hop artist, so I have music videos. I have a bunch of freestyles off the top of the brain. But we also have original content in the form of interviews. We have a really good interview with Ren, with Tech9, with Stevie Stone. If you want to see us produce more original content like that, you got to support it. You know, maybe one day we'll get DAX on here to do an interview and some other big names that we rock with on the channel. So, you know, make sure you're tapping into the original content. It helps the channel grow, and we'll keep on bringing you some of these reactions. Now, let's get into this. This is DAX, To Be a Man. Let's go.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Yeah, I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man that goes unspoken, that we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional loves for women, children, and dogs. We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts. Yeah, as a man we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to explain, you'll say, I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Wow. 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 I have chills, man. Goosebumps. This is the thing that people don't want to acknowledge. what he's talking about is true. Everyone be getting sometimes in the comments and be like, nah, man, men can be vulnerable. They can be this, they can be that. But a lot of times you can't, to protect your loved ones. Man, I remember when my daughter got diagnosed with arthritis and we had to go to the children's hospital in Denver, big children's hospital, one of the biggest ones in the U.S. country. And I had to sit there and I was worried about my daughter. And as much as I wanted to cry and be upset, you know, and this is, man, actually, I'm confusing this actually, because we had to go there for that too. When my daughter was in her mom's womb, they found a hole in her brain. And they thought originally that my daughter would have something called Danny Walker syndrome. But for some reason, the ventricles weren't like da-da-da-da, and she's going to be fine. But leading into that, I remember sitting on the chair at the children's hospital freaking out because we had already lost 2 children as stillborns. And, you know, I have to hold it together for my wife and my future child. And I remember sitting in the children's hospital watching men bring their children in there who had full-blown cancer. And I can guarantee you a percentage of these children were not going to make it. And these men really had to hold it together for their family, for their wife, and their child. They have to look in their child's eyes and have that conviction and confidence that they're going to make it through it. And that those are the only things that can help. Even though at home you might want to, you know, take a drink, cry, you know, whatever it may be. But there is times where you have to be stoic and you have to be strong for your family. I think he's speaking a little to this. And then it's wild because this just, you know, fast forward when my daughter did have arthritis and she was only 1 and she was just crying all the time, couldn't sleep. We couldn't hold her. And there was just times where I had to just kind of, you know, bite down on my mouthpiece and just keep fighting to figure things out. And I remember feeling like what he's talking about, alone. I didn't have anyone to talk to or vent to or release these things, not even with my wife, because she was already fighting the good fight. And, you know, this song is deep. I don't even know where the visuals are going to go. Wow. This is incredible. And it's weird because I know DAX to be a rapper, rippity rapper. He's actually a really good rapper, but this is almost like a country song, man. Whew. Sheesh. The things we do for our families, man. We'll do anything for our loved ones, man. At least I know I will. Anything. Protect and provide. Whew. Wow, this is dope. This is fresh.
About what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. That home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home.
That one's heavy, man. That one is heavy. It's not about how you feel. It's about what you provide within that home. It don't matter when you wake up. If you feel depressed, anxiety, sad, I have to wake up and I have to go, dude, I gotta provide for my family. And I'm not going to sit here and act like my wife doesn't do a lot, because she does. And raising my child and curating society is a very big piece of what's actually missing in today's society. You know, a lot of these mothers have to go out and work because of the way the economy is and stuff like that. But as a man, you have to deal with that too, because, you know, we want to provide for our loved ones and protect them. And it doesn't matter how you feel. And I don't know, when I was watching this, you know, that dude's looking at his bills, you know, dudes are going to work, and you're just like, you kind of get slept on as a man doing all these things. Sometimes for that highlight reel that people get on Facebook and Instagram of the family, they don't know the sacrifice that went into that. And that's not for everyone. Some people have it good. Some people have it horrible. There's a middle ground with everything. But that highlight reel, you know, as a man, you try to do a lot. But the other thing is, I'm not going to leave out women, man. Like, my wife is incredible. I can't even front, man. I can't front. She be doing a lot for the little one, for sure. But I got to provide and protect them. And I don't know, this resonated with my soul, man, because I remember, man, when my daughter's arthritis, it was really bad, y'all. I spent all of our money going the natural route with these homeopathic doctors and holistic doctors, and diet was really helping. Diet saved the day. But after 2020, and she got the Rona, we couldn't control it, and it was pretty bad. And we didn't want to put her on these cancer drugs. That was the only option, methotrexate. And I remember us finding out about stem cells, and I remember pulling up to our house, sitting in the driveway like that dude was. I wasn't crying, but I was close, because I was like, how am I going to afford to get my daughter out of the country to Panama to get her stem cells? How am I going to pull this off? I remember that. This song just makes me remember that. Just sitting in my car, like. And at that point, I called my boy 1 Ton. Y'all might have seen him. We did a Ren reaction that's really big on the channel. I called him. I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Whew, this is getting crazy. But we did. We figured it out, man. And I keep it real, man. I had to work extra, had to throw some extra shows to make some extra money. But the craziest thing was my wife started crowdfunding online, and a huge part of the community came together. And then, you know, even on YouTube, people came together, and it was incredible. Between all of these different efforts, I mean, we threw a carnival at our house to raise money. I mean, you think of it, imagine it, man, I'm out there in these streets hustling, throwing concerts, doing what I have to do to make sure that we can. And fast forward, I don't even know what I can say on YouTube, but I'll just tell you guys this. My daughter's arthritis is gone. It's been gone for a full year. And this song is remarkable, and it just bleeds into my heart and reminds me of that moment where I was just like, just sitting there like, how am I going to pull this off? Now, what I'd like to add to this is, if you have a good partner in life, like I like my wife, man, you guys can accomplish a lot more together. And there's moments where I have to be a little more stoic, or, like, you know what I'm saying, and try to hold certain things in so we can get through things. But if it wasn't for her, I don't even know how the whole getting to Panama to the stem cells would have went. Like, she was a huge driving force in that, and she's a huge driving force in my daughter's upbringing. I couldn't thank her enough. And I know I might be able to fund a lot of the things because of my work ethic, but there's a lot there. So being a man is difficult. Being a woman is difficult. But to speak to this song specifically, yeah, there's a lot of times we feel alone because it's hard to share these emotions and conversations with other men. And then we have to kind of control our emotions to keep our family feeling safe. And so sometimes you guys wonder why I struggle with being vulnerable on YouTube with certain things. And there's just a lot there. You know what I mean? But this song gets the conversation started. And this is a really deep song, man. This is touching, man. I kind of wish I wouldn't have got to it so late, but here we are. That was DAX, To Be a Man. Kudos, man. That was a good one, brother. That's a really good one. Anyways, you guys, if you rock with the vibe on the channel, make sure you like, share, comment, also subscribe. I appreciate you guys more than you know. 40. Let's go.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boys. 40.
Sheesh.